welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about 5 essential tips that every beginner backpacker should know. If you hadn't seen the channel before, go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on those post notifications. At the end of the video, leave your comment with your own tips. So let's get into it. So number 1 is going to be learning how to navigate. Whether you're using GPS apps, paper maps, maps that are provided by the park that you're in, knowing your way around or how to figure out your way around is going to save you a lot of time and frustration. The GPS apps are great because they show you exactly where you're currently standing, but if you don't have good reception or a way to use those offline, sometimes they can leave you stranded. So getting a good paper map of the area that you're in and learning how to navigate with that map is going to be the key to a great trip. Number 2 is going to be learning how to pack your bag correctly. Now, the main part of this is knowing where to put what things. Your heaviest items are going to need to be in the center of your torso and the closest to your body. You can use extra clothes, sleeping bags, parts of your tent, or really anything soft and pliable to wedge those in place. On top of that, most hiking bags that you can find are going to have straps to allow you to tighten down the load once you get your bag packed. Now, how efficiently you can pack your bag is directly going to depend on how efficiently you plan your trip. If you don't know exactly what you're taking while you're packing your bag, you're just going to be throwing stuff in there and nothing's going to be in the right spot. By the end of the day, you're going to be tired with a sore back, wishing you could have gone a little further. This is one of the main factors on how far you can go and how you feel at the end of the day. Learn to pack your bag the right way and you become a better hiker. Number 3 is going to be learning how to set up camp. The more efficient you can be at this, the more time you're going to save, the more time you're going to be able to spend on trail, and the less likely you're going to be to get caught in a tight spot. Think about it this way. Say you're on your hike and you're coming up to camp and all of a sudden it starts to rain. The faster you are at getting your camp set up, the less time you're going to spend in the rain. It's always a good idea, any gear you plan on taking on a hike, practice at home. Set your tent up in your yard, practice hanging your hammock if you're going to use those. If you're taking a camp chair, practice putting it together. The better you can get at this, the better hiker you'll be. Number 4 is going to be cooking on the trail. Like we talked about with the gear, this is another thing you should probably practice at home first. If you plan on using a campfire, build a small one in the yard. Practice some of the things you plan to cook. If you're going to use a propane stove, maybe buy an extra can of gas just to practice at home with. The freeze-dried meals you can find just for backpacking are great. They're super nutritional and they're really easy. But if you're hiking on a budget, those can become really expensive. If you want to save cost on food, consider taking some items like rice, pasta, ramen, any freeze-dried vegetables, or canned meat. These are going to save you time, they're going to save you space, and they're really easy to prepare. Number 5, and probably the most important tip, is going to be safety and first aid. First aid can range from life-saving strategies to something as simple as preventing or curing blisters. If you're taking a pre-made first aid kit, open it up before you leave, become familiar with the items that you have, learn their purpose, research their ingredients, and learn multiple uses for the items in the kit. As far as safety, research the area that you're going to be backpacking. Learn how to safely navigate the terrain that you're going to be in. Research the current events. Learn what predators are in the area. With any trip, accidents can happen. Anything outdoors can be dangerous. But if you're prepared, you're going to be able to navigate it safely. So while there's no such thing as the perfect trip, these 5 skills are going to greatly improve any trip that you go on. Safety is never a bad idea with anything outdoors or indoors for that matter. If you made it this far in the video, thanks for sticking around. I want to remind you to like and subscribe, turn on post notifications, and leave your own comment with your own tip that I might have missed. Thanks for watching. Check back for more.